All right, as I've said many times, the reason I have this new channel, and that's Here's the Deal on YouTube, is because I want to dedicate it to police interaction videos. And one of the reasons I want to do that is because the only reason politicians' laws, and most of those laws that politicians write, are evil, unconscionable, highly immoral. The only reason those laws have teeth, and they would just be words on a page, guys. They would just be words on a page if there wasn't the law enforcement class. The law enforcement class actually brings into being and animates those evil words that politicians foist against us. And when a politician makes a law, it takes away more of our freedoms and it takes away more of our wealth. Those are the two things that rules and regulations and the legislative process and what they call laws do. And keep in mind, when a man puts his pen to the paper and writes words that forces other men to follow or obey his edict, that is not a law. That's an opinion, and that opinion is backed by the threat of force, but it's not a law. And basically, it's the opinion of the worst among us. The worst among us are politicians. But what's even worse than a politician writing words on pieces of paper, words that enact evil against our fellow human beings? The worst thing is the person that brings that word, those written words off of those legislative pages, those legalese pages, and puts them into real human life. That's why I say the conduit through which most, if not all evil that enters the world is through law enforcement agents. The people who are saying, well, we're just doing our job. We didn't write the laws. We're just carrying them out. We're just obeying them. Well, we know it's evil, but we're going to do it anyway. They might as well say that. We know this does harm to our fellow human beings, harm that we wouldn't want coming to ourselves and our families, but we're going to go ahead and do it anyway. That's what they're saying when they're saying, I'm just doing my job. Well, to me, having a paycheck is way more important than doing what is right. And so they become conformists. We don't need a world of conformists. We need a world full of moralists, because the conformist says, well, I'm just going to do what I'm told, regardless of what is right. Instead of doing the exact opposite of what just regular human beings with a heartbeat in their chest who have any kind of compassion, and they should be moralists, doing what is right regardless of what they're told. But because you're a conformist, you law enforcers, and that's another reason I wanted to start this channel, not just so that we could educate ourselves, so that we could figure out, okay, how do we navigate through life? We have to live with these people who don these law enforcement uniforms, these costumes, these badges. They come with the authority of the state, the utility belt. They have all the resources of the state. Bastiat said the state is that great fiction by which everyone seeks to live at the expense of everyone else. It's fundamentally evil. We have to live in this world. So one of the purposes of this channel is so that we can, gain that knowledge which gives us power. So that we can figure out, okay, how do we respond to these law enforcers? How do we hold them accountable? The second reason is the hope that there's some glimmer of humanity within that person that has that costume on, that has that tin badge on, so that we can tear away the veil, get that person mentally out of his or her uniform so they could sniff the smelling salts of humanity. So that they could come back down from the, being drunk on their own power and authority, come back down to our level so that they can interact with us as human, compassionate, empathetic human beings. That is my hope. And some people might go, well, that's a false hope because it ain't never going to happen. And maybe it won't happen for some people. But you know what? The price of freedom is eternal vigilance. And one of those vigilant things that we need to do is constantly broadcasting seeds of truth. Every seed that a farmer drops on his field doesn't grow. As a matter of fact, a lot of them don't. They get carried away by the birds. They get burned up by the sun. They're too deep and the roots can't come out. But, just a percentage of them come up, and that's enough. I'm just looking for that percentage. So if that's vain optimism, man, I guess I'm going to have that till the day I die. I don't even know how to go through life without being at least somewhat optimistic about changing somebody's heart. So this guy right here, his name is Luke. And on July 11th, 2021, and I want to give a quick shout out to Lackluster, because Lackluster covered this guy's story initially, and he did a fantastic job on it. If you're not a subscriber to Lackluster's channel, go to it. It's on YouTube, Facebook. It's under Lackluster. And he does just a great job commenting. And I couldn't not, it's like when I saw that James Freeman video the other day, I couldn't not do my own video on this because this is so egregious. So go over to Lackluster. He did a great job. This guy right here, his name is Luke. And Luke on July 11th, 2021 was taking a vacation in Jacomba Hot Springs, just taking pictures. And then he encounters the CBP, the California Border Patrol. And I want to show you this interaction. Number one, so I can show you how Luke reacted. And number two, so we can show you how the law enforcers reacted. What was wrong with this stop? Did Luke do anything wrong? Did the law enforcers do anything wrong? And how can we learn from this? Because these law enforcers are the people that we have to live with on this planet.
How's it going?
How's it going?
How can I help you guys? What is the reason for the stop, please?
You gotta turn your phone off.
No.
You also have to turn the engine off first things first.
No, I don't know what's going on. I'm driving.
Okay.
Yes, I understand.
Right now we have probable cause to believe that you're here for alien smuggling, which means before we pull you out of the vehicle, you need to turn the ignition off. Okay?
Smuggling.
Just follow directions.
You would think that there was no such thing as the Constitution. Given what these law enforcers, these Border Patrol agents who did, I checked before I went on live. They do still they swear an oath to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And just like most law enforcers that we see in a lot of videos, they don't even acknowledge that. And then they become the very domestic enemies they claim to be protecting us from. And so she's telling Luke that this is a probable cause stop. I don't particularly like the language of probable cause, but if you were going to take the dictionary definition of it in the United States under criminal law, probable cause is the standard by which police authorities have reason to obtain a warrant for the arrest of a suspected criminal. So to have probable cause, this is a little bit different from reasonable articulable suspicion, because under probable cause, they have to have a warrant. They have to issue that warrant, and the person that they're issuing the warrant for is a person they suspect is engaged, reasonably suspect that they're engaged in criminal activity. It's just like asking you for your ID. Oh, you want my ID? Why? Do you suspect that I've committed a crime or that I'm about to commit a crime? If you suspect that I have, what's your probable cause? What's your reasonable, articulable suspicion? There's a little nuance of difference there, but the bottom line in this is it's just a little bit too broad. But if you go back to the golden rule, these people would not want their lives interfered with as they're interfering with Luke's life, is the bottom line. And you would think that there was no First Amendment in this specific case, that there's no Fourth Amendment, the right to be secure. The right to be secure in your person's houses, papers, and effects. Effects, one of your effects would be your car. These people do not want Luke to feel secure in his car as they approach his vehicle. You're going to hear one of these law officers going, because Luke's going to say, hey, let me get in my glove box. I got a Constitution right. I don't want to see the Constitution. Well, it's obvious, officer. So these people are automatically trampling over their oath, which makes it, if you are not going to keep your word, what kind of person does that make you, first of all? And then if your oath included protecting other people and you do the exact opposite, what kind of a person does that make you?
Wait.
Can you turn off the engine, please?
Yes, sir. I don't have anything to smuggle.
Okay.
I don't know what
He's
I'm...
on the dash.
At least turn off the engine.
No. Stop. This is my constitutional right. No, sir.
Constitutional right
No.
over officer safety.
This is not. No.
Do you hear that? That is not true. Constitutional right does trump officer safety. As a matter of fact, constitutional right bolsters the protection of officer safety, no different from civilian safety. I hate getting into, oh, that's an officer, that's a civilian, that's military, that's civilian. We are all people, okay? The Fourth Amendment right to be secure in your person's houses, paper, and effects is for everybody. It excludes no one. It includes everyone. So this freedom right here is afforded to all. But these people think that they're kings and that this Luke guy is a servant. And now they're going to step in and they're going to take away freedoms that they wouldn't want done to themselves. This is what it all boils down to. And this is why it's so egregious. As this thing progresses, you'll hear the frustration in Luke's voice. And it's the same frustration we would all feel as your rights are being trampled by armed thugs. Let's just be honest.
Need to be turned off.
This is my constitutional right.
You can still have to.
I have the Constitution in my dash. I will.
Care about
I will.
Any of that stuff.
Look.
I want the engine turned off, and we'll go.
Yes, sir. It's off.
Thank you.
This is my constitutional right. I do not want to be searched illegally. I'm driving. What is your probable cause for stopping me today, please?
I already explained that to you.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Okay. So I can do it again, but you're gonna need to stop talking so I can explain it to you.
Go ahead.
I also need you to put the phone down.
People are so
I'm not
smug.
I don't agree to be recorded, so
This is my First Amendment right.
it's not actually.
That's a lie. She has to know. She has to know that you have right to record. It's not just Constitution, it's Supreme Court law. You would think that these people are operating on another legal level, that there's another supreme law of the land that they're operating under, and that's their arbitrary supreme law of the land.
When there's probable cause of alien smuggling, we're allowed to actually pull you out of the car and search your vehicle.
What are you going to find? I have nothing to be wary
It's
of.
weird that you're trying to be so evasive, though.
No.
Normal interaction.
Listen to
Most
this.
people are.
Yeah,
Sir,
most people are just
friendly.
like, hey man, we'd like to be on our way.
Can I explain?
Yeah, most people roll over. We're not really used to any pushback here. See, that's another problem with America. It's not so much the people who want to rule, it's the people who just easily roll over and want to be ruled. Here's why it's so important what Luke is doing, because what Luke is doing is he's championing the cause of, he's standing on the bedrock of truth and morality, not just for himself, but for the rest of us. It's almost like vicariously we're living through this guy as we're feeling the frustration he's feeling, because one day we'll be sitting in his seat. We'll be standing in his shoes.
I'm driving down here. I'm from Orange County.
Okay.
I'm just searching. I'm checking out the area.
So you got anything
what?
in your trunk?
No, I do not.
Okay, so we can look in it?
No, you cannot. That's my Fourth Amendment right.
K9, which means you're going to have to stay here for a couple hours.
Which is fine. I have nothing to be worried about. You guys are absolutely. What's your name? Look, my name's Luke. I'm not here to steal anything.
Okay.
I think you're overreacting.
See, what he just tried to do right there is bring this cop, sober this cop up from the authority that he's drunk on. Hey man, I'm Luke. Let's just talk as regular human beings. Come on. You wouldn't want to be treated like this. If you say you do, then you're a freaking liar or a psychopath. This isn't reasonable. You have no probable cause to have stopped me and interrupted my day and hindered my travel.
I think you're the one overreacting. Everyone here is just talking to you normally, and you're raising.
God.
Sir, you came at me with guns. You have 3 vehicles.
With guns. There's no guns.
You have 3 vehicles. You got a gun on your hip.
I have a gun on my hip. That's preposterous.
I have a right to be kind of concerned what's going on, okay?
Not really.
No.
He absolutely does. How would this guy feel if 5, and there's going to be 5 or 6 people surrounding his vehicle, 5 men and 1 woman with guns, armed thugs surrounding your vehicle, giving you a hard time and hindering your right to travel, and threatening to take you out of the car. You'll see the threats here in a second.
Look, I got these 3 guys. 4, 1. Sir, what's your name again?
Agent Parton.
Okay, what's your badge number?
I don't have to tell you that.
Okay.
So what are you doing? What are you here for? Like I said, this is really
Think about what kind of people these are. They don't want to be recorded, which means they want to basically walk in darkness, and they want to violate this guy's private property, this guy's person and his private property.
basic, simple thing here. I mean, I don't see.
No, so you guys are going to try and antagonize me to give in to search my vehicle. I got nothing to be worried about.
You have the right to refuse the search of the vehicle.
Look,
but we have the right to call a canine.
Yes, sir, you do. I'm gonna reach into this. You can watch. It's my Constitution in my glove box.
Well, I don't need your Constitution. I'm not interested in it. I'm not interested.
You don't want to see my Constitution?
No, I do not need to see that. That is not.
Did you take an oath to the Constitution?
Yes, I did.
You know what? I don't think you did, because you're not following the Constitution.
How do you figure?
What's your reason for stopping me, sir?
We have reason to believe that you might be here to smuggle.
Smuggle.
You're not from. You're coming down from Orange County. You're.
Do I have the reason to? Do I have the right to travel?
Yes.
Yes. So why am I being stopped?
Because.
Articulate the probable cause. You guys want to laugh? Look at you. You're laughing. You can't even articulate it.
No, you're not.
And I have a reason to be
yelling.
I have a reason to be angry.
No, you don't.
Cannot articulate a suspicion for traveling down here.
Person
articulate it.
does not act the way you do. Okay, a
I
reasonable
can't.
person. The way you're acting is not
Look,
the way
sir.
a normal person acts in a vehicle.
Look, sir. There's
Look at this.
5 of you
Look at these
surrounding me.
people.
I'm gonna get anxiety.
Look at this. Who does this right here? Who does this? It's just I can't even think of another word right now but evil. It's just evil.
Look, sir. There's 5 of you surrounding me. I'm gonna get anxiety a bit. Okay.
Just everyone calm down. We're just talking to you. We're just asking questions.
Yeah,
We're just armed bandits trying to rummage through your stuff and threatening you, and we're you know, there's always the implied threat of force when you're going to deal with us. That's all we're doing. That was just talking to you.
It's CBD, sir. It's CBD. It's CBD. Look at that. Here, I'm gonna roll down the window, okay? I'm gonna roll down the window. Look.
Yeah, you can roll down the window all you want. We
Look.
can look in your vehicle.
No, you can't.
Being detained
Yeah, we
for,
can look in your vehicle.
Look, sir.
for an investigative detention.
Look,
as
sir.
long as we can come to the fact that
CBD.
you're not committing a crime.
No THC.
There's
Or
no
we can look
THC.
at it.
No, sir. There's
This
not.
is so freaking creepy. Not committing a crime. Even if they bring the drug dog out, which they will, even if he had loads and loads of drugs, where's the victim? Where's the crime? If there is no victim, there is no crime.
Okay.
He has them out right now, unless he put them back in.
No, sir. My keys are right here. My keys are gonna stay on my hip. Look, there's nothing on me. I don't have any will tension. Look, there's a knife right here. I'm not gonna reach for it.
That's good. Please don't.
I'm not. My hands are up.
Are there any other weapons right there?
No, sir. There's not.
That's cool.
Well, just sit tight. We got a canine unit. We're gonna
Yes, sir.
do a quick sniff on your vehicle and then
Yeah,
we'll go
no,
from there, right?
that's how it goes. I get it. You know, you have a right to call K9 in, but
No, they don't. No, they don't. They do not have the right to violate the Fourth Amendment to be secure in your person's houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures. And this is, they shall not violate that. No warrant shall issue but upon probable cause supported by oath or affirmation. Where is that? Where is that, you violators of the Fourth Amendment?
I'm just here. I'm exploring pretty much is what I'm doing, and you guys
no
are making a
worries.
fool out of yourselves because I'm not doing anything wrong.
we're doing our job. That's what
No,
we're
you're
doing.
not.
Well, that's why you're.
Do you see that? The fence right there? We're patrolling the border.
Yes, sir.
Right here at the border.
No.
In the area.
You guys followed me. You followed me for what did you pull me over for? You cannot articulate it.
No, we already
You think I'm just a
have.
dumb
We already
kid.
have.
I'm no fool, dude. I am no fool. You cannot pull me over like this, and you cannot even articulate why you pulled me over.
Have articulated.
No, sir, you have not.
Yes.
Because I'm traveling, and I'm driving with a backwards hat. I'm driving 40 miles per hour. You think I'm smuggling? I'm a white Caucasian male. What am I gonna
Only
smuggle?
white people smuggle? Is that what you're saying? Are you racist?
Here we
I'm
go.
confused.
We have a Karen right here.
Yes, you're looking at it right in your selfie
Yep.
reflection.
Yep.
All right, here's the skinny.
What is wrong
As
with
we
you
already
guys?
stated-
No, seriously, this is why people.
So unprofessional, man.
I won't talk then if you
This
don't.
is why people hate cops.
Look
This
at-
is why-
as the cop has a backwards hat on, looking like a gangster.
People hate cops, and I don't hate cops. But you know, you guys pull people over for no reason. You cannot articulate why you pulled me over, and you guys want to search my car for what reason? What reason? You guys think I'm stupid, huh? I have the Fourth Amendment right. My Constitution's in my glove box. I have the First Amendment right. The Fourth, search and seizures. You cannot unless you have a warrant. But you guys are gonna bypass it by getting a K9 and then having the K9 false alert. You think I'm f***ing dumb? I'm not dumb. I'm not dumb. Okay.
K9 does not false alert, but
If that K9 false alerts and you guys find nothing, that K9 should be taken out of service. Okay. I'm just gonna put my chair back. I'm just gonna relax.
yeah, don't do anything.
No, I'm just gonna relax. I got nothing to be worried about, man.
All right, here's the next segment of this.
How's it going, sir? What's your name?
Very good, Agent.
Here's the canine handler. Watch this.
On the left.
Just sir.
sir.
My name's Luke.
Okay. Nice to meet you, Luke. All right. So here's what's going on today.
Yes,
These
sir.
individuals pulled you over.
Yes, correct.
Okay? So what I'm here for is I'm a canine handler. I have a dog.
Okay, fair enough.
My dog is trained to sniff, smell cocaine, heroin, marijuana, methamphetamine, and ecstasy.
Yes,
and,
sir.
Concealed individuals.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
My dog is trained to sniff out concealed individuals. What is a concealed individual versus a non-concealed individual smell like? Is there a difference?
Do you have any of that in your vehicle today?
No, sir, I do not.
None of that whatsoever?
No, sir.
Okay.
I've never heard that a canine is trained to sniff out concealed individuals.
Well, do I have permission to run my dog on your vehicle?
I can't say no to that.
Yes, you can. Do you give me permission to run my dog on your vehicle?
No, I don't. But either way, you're gonna do it. So that's.
Yeah, either way I am. That's why I'm asking you for permission.
Yes, but
Why is he asking for permission? Either way, I'm going to do it. So do you give me permission? Because I want to know if I'm doing it with your permission or in violation of your permission. Because either way, I'm going to do it.
no, I don't.
I'm going to run my dog
give me
around your
permission.
vehicle.
Go for it.
This is so
Do you want next to your
infuriating.
vehicle?
No, I want to stay in my vehicle because
Okay.
this is like my home. This is my vehicle. Do not want to get out.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to tell you right now, if my dog alerts to your vehicle, you will be stepping out of your vehicle because at that point I have probable cause to search your entire vehicle.
But you have no probable cause to pull me over in the first place.
No probable cause
Yes,
to pull
you do.
over. No, you
yes,
don't.
you do. In the state of
We need
California,
reasonable
you
suspicion
do.
to pull you over, sir. That is all we need.
Can you articulate?
You don't need a probable cause. You need reasonable. I think somebody needs to go. I don't think the word reasonable suspicion is in the Fourth Amendment. I think it's probable cause. And I think there needs to be an oath and there needs to be affirmation with that probable cause.
It?
I don't need to articulate it too.
You
I'm not
have
the one
to
who pulled you over.
articulate it.
I'm not the one who pulled you over.
Then get the guy who pulled me over and have him articulate why he pulled me over because this is unconstitutional.
It's not unconstitutional.
You think I'm just a dumb kid, don't you? You think
No,
I'm
I
just
don't,
a fool?
As a matter of fact, I
No,
didn't say that
my
whatsoever.
Constitution's right in my glove box, right there.
Watch this.
You want to read the Fourth Amendment?
No, I don't.
Where in the Constitution does it say that we have to give you the
Okay.
the reason
Well,
we
I'll be
pulled you
right
over? I never see that.
Yes,
in
sir,
the
go ahead.
Constitution. I never seen that in the Constitution where
I
it
never see that in the Constitution. It's in the Fourth Amendment. Fourth Amendment.
says where we have to right now at this point in time tell you why you pulled you over.
There you go. Lackluster puts it up on the screen for all of us to read. Check this out. I'm going to go ahead and read this because it's very interesting that, you can have black and white. Their entire job as law enforcement officers, at least that's what they say, is to uphold, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies. But then they become enemies by not obeying their oath. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures. If this isn't unreasonable, what's going on with Luke right here, nothing is unreasonable. Shall not be violated. It's just like the Second Amendment. Shall not be infringed. And no warrant shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched or the persons or things to be seized. You have to be very specific. You have to particularly describe exactly the place that we feel like you're in violation. They haven't even attempted to do that. Just take our word for it. Yep, you're in violation.
We'll explain everything to you once we're done running the canine sniff.
Look at this. We got 1, 2, 3, 6 cars, and I got a canine. This is just crazy.
Watch this false hit.
Got the canine right there.
And we know it's a
And
false
you
hit.
back these guys up?
We know it's a false hit because they end up searching his car and finding nothing. Yeah, just let your dog's paw prints go all over my car.
How can you feel good about yourself, huh?
Watch this. Watch.
Where is he? In there? Okay.
What?
The dog was already seated. See, usually when they alert, they sit. He was already seated. Watch.
Where is he? In there? Okay.
What'd you do?
He alerted to the smell of a human being. They find nothing. in
Dude,
the
that
car.
was fucking bull. You pointed to it. Your dog did not alert.
Sat before I...
You motherfucking liar, dude. You're fucking scumbag.
You can train a dog to alert.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll step out.
Put your hands up. That way for...
So they take his phone and they threaten to arrest him. He doesn't get arrested. They tear up his CBD cigarettes. And then he puts out a request. He gets a FOIA request for the body cam on 7/15, and as of 8/13, it still wasn't. And as far as I know, as of the upload of Lackluster's video, they still didn't give him the body camera footage. There was I think I missed it. I think I wasn't paying attention, but he offered to go to his glove box and pick up the Constitution and give it to the guy. The guy said he wasn't interested in the Constitution. Well, that's obvious. It's obvious by your actions. This guy is a tyrant. That woman right there is a tyrant. Every single person who was involved in this stop did not care about the individual rights of this man right here, which means they don't give a damn about American freedoms. These people are dangerous. If the problem with the world is that there are evil people in the world, the last thing you want to do is give people like this a monopoly on force and power.